Hey guys, it's Devil. Welcome back to my channel. Alright, so today we're going to cover a really hot topic for the DayZ community, and it's going to be killing unarmed players. Now, if you're watching this, you're probably a subscriber. You've probably seen my Day in the Life of a Bandit video, and that video specifically has a 50% disapproval rating simply because I'm killing players. I'm killing unarmed players. The whole video is just me sniping dudes or shooting people in the back or whatever, and I'm going to address all these comments that I get, or all the different viewpoints. I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible, and I'm going to argue from both sides. I'm going to let you guys hear the different reasons to and why to kill unarmed players, why not to kill unarmed players, and basically get to the bottom of this. Now, a lot of you guys probably know who Frankie on PC in 1080p is. If you watch DayZ, you probably know who he is because he's a really big DayZ YouTuber. Now, all you people that come over and think, why are you killing unarmed players? That's not okay. Like, Frankie would never do something like blah, blah, blah. You're just like a Frankie enthusiast. I'm going to blow your mind right now. Frankie, when he records, he knows he's recording and he plays differently. Like, what you see on the internet, what you see on YouTube, stuff like, think about Athene. Like, he's not really that way. He trolls. It's a show. So, like, when I'm recording, I play a little bit differently. I like to see a little bit more action. I like to make the experience better for the viewers. He plays a little bit more passive than I do. He plays the helpful type of guy. He comes up behind people, gives them food, whatever, helps them medically. So he does it for the showmanship, and that's fine. I'm just speculating. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm assuming he doesn't play that way when he's not recording. Most people don't. I mean, like 90% of people play the more aggressive play style. They don't trust people. And that's how I play. That's exactly how I play, and I tend to show you exactly how I play because I tend to just record with my friends and I play the way that I want with my friends. So I'm gonna try and give you why to kill and why not to kill. Now, this is the reasons that if you have a reason I haven't thought of by the end of the video, please leave it in the comments because I'm trying to cover all different avenues. Now, these are some of the reasons why you should kill somebody. Unless you're friends with somebody outside the game, there's no real reason to trust somebody. You don't know that guy. You don't know what his background is. You don't know if he has friends that he's trying to get to. If he's hanging out with you inside the city waiting for his buddies to roll up, and as soon as they show up, he's going to kill you. You have no absolute way to trust somebody unless you know them outside the game. When I'm a fresh spawn and I find a player that has guns, food, ammo, medical supplies, or whatever, my ultimate goal is survival. So my ultimate goal therefore becomes find a weapon and kill this guy to take his stuff. I mean, I could play with him, but ultimately that stuff belongs to him. If he logs out, it's gone. It doesn't do me any benefit. The only way that I can guarantee these items will benefit me is if they're on my person and they belong to me. If he has a backpack, food, ammo, guns, water, that's everything I need to survive. So I will kill him and take it from him. And if you think I'm the only person that plays this way, you're either a moron or you're in denial. This is a survival-based game at its finest. What it comes down to is it's me or him, or me, my friends, or him. And I always choose me and my friends. If you try and play the friendly way, your odds are you're going to get yourself shot trying to just announce the fact that you're friendly, and you'll be way more less likely to be friendly in the long run. And that's just how it goes. And a lot of people blame this on, oh, the Call of Duty, people came over and, well, when the Call of Duty guys and the Battlefield guys came over, it just ruined the game, and when the mod was new, everybody was helping each other. And I'm going to call complete bullshit on that. I played DayZ since about a month after it came out, so I've been playing since the beginning, or like very, very close to the beginning, and I really, really remember my first memories in DayZ. I remember that the only people really helping me out were my cousin and his friends. They were teaching me how to play the game, but every other person I ran into would just kill me, and I don't blame them for that. But my first life in DayZ, I ran through the forest for what felt like an hour before I found some power lines. I followed those power lines all the way to the electrical plant in Electro, and then I was shot. And then I crawled around for a little bit, and then I was shot in the head, and I died. And I don't even know where that guy was. I don't even know what that guy's name was, but that's how it happens. I don't blame him for that. I would have done the same exact thing. But that was in the beginning of the game, and that happened repeatedly. So the argument that when the game was new, it was a lot more friendly and helpful. No, that's not true. It was just people trying to figure out the game and they were stupid, so they weren't killing each other as frequently. That's what it comes down to. If I ever leave somebody alive, I tend to feel like I left loose ends. I will never know where he is, what he's up to, but I will know that he's still in the area. And that feeling alone just makes me want to kill them and be done with it. But another thing that I've had brought up to me is you were sniping. He didn't even know you were there. You were sitting on the outskirts of town. You could have just left him and ran away. Well, yeah, while that's true, you can never be too careful. I don't want to come back later or be walking through the forest and have him happen to bump into me with an AK-47 while I'm at point-blank range with my sniper. He'll just outgun me and kill me and take all my stuff. That's just... I'd rather be safe than sorry. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Whatever. That argument can be said a million times over. Now, there's a few reasons why you should let them live. Despite my views, I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible and I'm going to try and present the best argument for the friendly players, for the hero players, whatever. On the off chance that you should find a legitimate player, there can be a few upsides. He can be extremely skilled. He can help you survive waves of zombies and hunt enemy players, which is another thing I forgot to mention on why you should kill people. Once you play the game long enough, zombies just become a nuisance. They don't really become a death factor unless it's a glitch, like you're climbing up a ladder and they climb through and hit you and you start bleeding and you don't have any bandages, or you get caught on a fence and they break your leg. You know, I haven't died to a zombie in I don't know how long, so I don't need a friend to help me clear zombies. I don't need a friend to help me survive. Most of the time the few times that I've actually trusted a random player, he ends up getting me killed. But on the off chance that you do find an extremely useful player, he can help you survive waves of zombies, hunt enemy players, whatnot. There is those bullshit times where a zombie will come up to you when you have like 9,000 blood, hit you, knock you out, break your legs, start the bleeding, you don't have any chance of surviving, and then a horde of them come running over. And, you know, it is helpful to have a friend doing that. But when I play DayZ, I normally have friends with me. I have a clan that I run, so I normally have somebody there to help me out. But if you play solo, it can help to have a random dude there that was willing to risk his life to save yours. A lot of times they'll just leave you, so, I mean, you can't trust them either way. You can't blood beg yourself though, so that's a big one. You always need somebody that'll blood beg, but the off thing is you could just go hunt animals and get meat, and that's pretty much the same thing on a smaller scale. You can bounce ideas off each other and try to triangulate gunfire. That's a really big one. I want to go to Northwest. There's better guns at Northwest than Balota, so let's go do that, or whatever. So he can come up with ideas that are better than you, or possibly stop you from going into a bad situation. Oh, I just came from Electro. I know there's a bunch of enemies there, so don't go there. Oh, okay, I was going to go there, so thank you. That's awesome, you know. That can happen. That's awesome if it does happen, but still, you can also triangulate gunfire. Say you're on opposite sides of Cherno and somebody fires from the north. Oh, I think he's closer to me. Okay, so he's to my northeast instead of like just to my north. You can basically bounce gunfire off of each other from like distances and find out where enemies are. Another thing is a sense of accomplishment. There's this whole thing about the Reddit rescue crew. If you guys have ever heard of that, that was more in the beginning of the launch of the game, where people just go around helping each other and blah blah blah. I don't really get that sense of accomplishment because I get uneasy about people being alive, but there is people that get that sense of accomplishment, like, yay, I just helped this guy survive, but I don't get that. I mean, it's DayZ, come on. And let's be honest, if you're running solo and you don't have friends on Skype or something like that, you probably want a companion because it is a zombie apocalypse and you can get very lonely. So in conclusion, do I have some kind of cynical outlook on humanity? No. Do I think humanity as a whole is evil? No. Do I think that this is actually how it would be in a zombie apocalypse? Yes and no. Take example for The Walking Dead. Do people want to immediately kill strangers? No. It's a zombie apocalypse. Seeing a stranger is like seeing another tenth of the humanity out there. I mean, there's not many people around. However, will you kill a stranger to save yourself or friends? Absolutely, in a heartbeat. My friends and myself take top priority over anybody that I haven't been through all this shit with. But as soon as you become friends with somebody and you go through shit, yeah, you'd protect them with your own life. The main thing you need to take away from this video is it's a video game. Killing each other is part of the game, and it is a damn good one at that. It really adds to the suspense, the survival factor. The basic gist of it is a zombie will never shoot at you. So it adds to the adrenaline, it adds to the rush of DayZ. If you want to play this game alone, you want to go hardcore survival, just zombie survival, you're more than welcome to start a private server and tree hug all day with your buddies. That's fine. But if you're watching DayZ on YouTube and you're an idiot who thinks that everybody wants to play the same way as you, I just want to choke you. I just want to choke you. But, you know, I'm not going to let it get to me. Don't take this video as in the wrong way. I am not telling you how to play the game. I'm just presenting my opinion and how I play. If you want to play with somebody else, if you don't like my opinion, that's fine. I mean, there's plenty of other guys out there that play a little bit different than me. Everybody has their own play style. You can watch Frankie, you can watch Rhino, you can watch Frope or Frop or Jack Frags, whatever. They're all really good, and I really enjoy their content as well. Also, if you're one of those players that's still playing by themselves and you're looking for more friends, I highly recommend finding a clan that suits your playstyle. If you're a friendly player, find one of those clans. If you're more of a bandit type player like I am, I run a clan in the description below called Shoot On Sight. You can apply there if you're 18 or over. So find a clan, it'll help you out a lot. Also, if you guys enjoyed this video and you have your own argument that I haven't brought up, go ahead and leave it in the comments. If you agree with me, disagree with me, you have something that I haven't talked about, leave it in the comments. We can start some conversations, get the whole blood flowing, all that good stuff. But regardless, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and have a nice day.